Hello, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Please ensure to like, share, and subscribe. And also click the bell notification in the top right-hand corner to be made aware anytime I upload tutorials or videos to YouTube. All right, let's craft together. All right, guys, so I want to show you this sublimation and paper ink bundle that I got from Sub. This is an amazing sublimation bundle kit. The reason I say that is because it comes with pretty much everything you need, minus whatever image you're going to use, and then of course your printer and your heat press. Okay, so I'm going to open it up, which I've already opened it, but I'm just going to show you what's inside. So when you get this kit, it is going to come with your sublimation inks. So all 4 colors of your sublimation ink will be included. It's also going to come with your syringes, or excuse me, your needles and your gloves. And it's also going to come with your Sub sublimation paper, okay? And then mine came with the mouse pad, but I have sublimated on my mouse pad. So this is the output from the mouse pad that came with the kit. So it came with all of this, okay? So what I want to show you today is I want to show you in another one of my tutorials, I showed you how to remove the ink from your cartridge. So today I'm going to show you how to refill the ink in your cartridge. Now the only time that you will have to remove all the ink from your cartridges is when you're going to change brands of sublimation ink. So I went from Hiku to Sub, okay? So what you will do is on your cartridge, you're going to have your air hole, which is where the yellow little stopper is, and then you have your ink fill hole, which is where your clear little stopper is, okay? You're not going to put anything into the yellow, okay, where the yellow air fill is. You're only going to put your ink into the ink fill hole, okay? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this little clear stopper. You can't really see it, but it's there. And I'm going to get the help of my weeding tool. Okay, so that's the little clear little stopper. And what you'll do is you will take your needle, and I'm going to open this up and get my needle out. There we go. And I'm just going to take, which I can tell the colors I've used before, so I'm going to use the corresponding needle that I've used before. And you're going to take this needle and you're going to place it right on top after you open your ink. You're going to place the needle right on top of the little nozzle head right here. And you just want to kind of push down on it with a little bit of pressure, just like that, okay? And just make sure it's down on there good. And then you want to take and you're going to insert this into the print. You're going to insert it into the print hole, and then you're going to start to squeeze the bottle, which will then put that ink inside of your cartridge. Okay, So you can see I'm now filling my cartridge. So I'm going to sit this down just so that I can get both hands to help me out here. And you're just going to squeeze this and fill it up. Try not to drop it like I did. I don't want to make a mess here. But you're going to continue to fill this up until you can see the ink get to the top. And you'll be able to see it. Just like that. Okay? So when you look at the cartridge, you can tell how full your ink is. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to add just a little bit more. Kind of working with a busted hand here, so you guys, please forgive me. Just going to wipe off some of this ink that came out right here on the top with my little dirty rag that I use for situations like this. But you want to make sure that you get this completely filled. All right. I think that's about it. Oops. Let's drop that on the dress. All right. Once you get your cartridge filled, then we are going to now make sure that we have our ink in all of the components that we need to. We're going to do that by using our syringe to put air into the air hole, okay? So I'm going to put the plastic fill back on the ink side, or the plastic stopper back on the ink side, because you do want that stopped up. And then I'm going to remove the yellow off of the air hole. And then I'm just going to take my little syringe here. We can go ahead and take this off. And I will rinse this off later. I just dropped it. We'll go ahead and put our top back on, and we can put this back on. Now I'm just showing you for illustration purposes only, because I already have filled up all of my ink. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put some air into our cartridge. So you're gonna take a syringe and you wanna put that syringe over the top of your air hole. So you have your ink hole here and then the air hole here. You wanna make sure that the stopper has a little bit of release to it, so that when you pull it up, it will automatically go back down on its own. So I'm pulling it up, and you see how it's going back down on its own. That's going to make sure that it pulls ink into all these little areas where your ink needs to go. This is called priming, okay? So I'm going to move it, and then I'm going to do it one more time. Okay. Put your syringe over your air hole. Make sure it's in there nice and tight. And then you're going to pull up, and it'll go back down on its own. You want to make sure you prime your cartridges so that your ink gets into these areas that it normally wouldn't get into just by filling up the cartridge by itself, just putting ink in on its own. Now you can see the ink is in the areas where it needs to be. Okay. Once you complete this, you want to go ahead and you want to place your air. Don't forget to put the air stopper back over the air hole. And I got to get my little ink towel here and wipe up this ink before I have a serious mess on my hands. I hate working with gloves, guys, but as you guys know, can't walk right now, so I can't go get my nails done like I really want to. All right, so we're going to put that back over So when you put this into your cartridge, into your printer, you want to make sure that you have primed your cartridge and that you have put both the ink and the air stoppers back on top. Okay. Once you do that, you're going to line your cartridges up according to the colors. So you're going to make sure that your magenta is lined up inside your printer. Now, I have the Epson Workforce 7720, and you're going to make sure that you are lining these up in your printer metal to metal. And you never want to touch this area right here, guys. You don't want to touch that when you're working with your cartridges. So that little metal piece is going to be lined up with your Epson Workforce 7720 printer. It's going to be lined up metal to metal, okay? And you want to make sure when you push them in that they click, okay? Make sure they're in there good. So, like I said, I have already placed my ink into my printer. And so I'm just showing you for illustration purposes only how to refill your cartridges when you're changing brands of ink, okay? So all of these are going to be, you're going to take all of these and you're going to line them up according to the appropriate colors, and then close your printer. When you close the printer, you're going to do a print head cleaning, okay? You're going to do a print head cleaning, and when that's completed, you're going to do a nozzle check. And when you do the nozzle check, that's going to be looking for the pattern to show you if you have any broken lines. If you have any broken lines, then you want to, you know, do your cleaning one more time and then redo the nozzle head check, okay? That nozzle head is giving you the pattern. Normally I keep a sheet over here, but I think I trashed it the last time. But it's going to give you the pattern of what your line should look like so that you'll know if your ink is good and set up, okay? So once you do that, then you are ready to start your print, okay? You're ready to start printing once you get all that done. And I just wanted to redo this portion of the tutorial because the volume was messed up on the first part, so you couldn't really hear me very well. So I wanted to redo the first part, but the rest of the video will walk you, or the tutorial will walk you through how to sublimate onto the mouse pad using this A-Sub bundle. In the description, you're going to have all the links that you need to tell you about A-Sub, where you can purchase this kit using my discount code 051DORIS. So that you can get even a bigger discount off of the price. Initially, this kit was like $40, which is not bad because normally the ink alone can cost you $40. So you're going to get ink, you're going to get your needles, you're going to get your paper, and you're also going to get, well, this one came with the mouse pad, okay? So it came with the mouse pad. And then you have your instructions on the back. So if you're not sure how to use this kit, it's going to show you how to fill your ink cartridges, just like I just showed you. It's going to tell you about the application, any required tools. It's going to tell you all about the kit, this bundle kit, how to store everything, your paper and your ink and all. And it gives you attention to your sublimation paper and your sublimation ink, and then your substrates. Also, it's going to tell you if you're using this substrate, this is the temperature, this is the time, and this is the pressure that you want to make sure you're using. Now, if you're using a different brand or a different supplier than A-Sub, you want to follow that supplier's recommendations when it comes to how long should you press that item, okay? But for the purposes of this bundle kit, all of your information is on the back. So everything that you need, guys, everything that you need is in this kit to help you to start, especially if you're starting out sublimation for the first time. This will be a perfect kit for you to actually use. So now that we've got that out of the way, again, line up your cartridges metal to metal in your printer. Close your printer up. Make sure that your cartridges are locked in place. So you want to make sure they click. And then you want to do a print head cleaning. And after the print head cleaning, do a nozzle check. Okay. And then once you get finished with that, you're ready to start. So join me on the second half of going into Cricut Design Space and getting our image ready for sublimation. All right. And you want to make sure that they kind of snap when you put them in. And you want to make sure you're lining them up based on color. So you want to make sure they're all in there good. You're going to lay your top down and make sure that it snaps closed. And then you can go ahead and close your printer. And then your printer is going to go through setting everything up for you. Let me see if I can move this around. And you're going to get a message that your replacement is complete. So I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. And then we're going to do, we're going to go in and we're going to do a print head cleaning. And we're going to get it all aligned up and everything. And that is so that we can make sure everything is going to print like it's supposed to. We'll do a test page and then I'll come back and show that to you. All right, guys, so here we are inside Cricut Design Space. This is the image that I'm going to be working with. I've already sized it. Remember, the mouse pad is 9.5 by 8 inches. I'm going to be putting this in the portrait position instead of the landscape on my mouse pad because I want it to be big and beautiful. So I sized my image at 6.75 by 9 because you remember you can't exceed the print restriction size or the print sizing in Cricut Design Space. So I made this as large as I possibly can, and that's why I'm going the portrait position. All right. So we're going to go ahead, and now that I have my image, we're going to click on Make It. And you want to come here and you want to select Mirror. And that's going to put your image in the reverse position. And that way, when we take it and we put it on our, when we take it and we heat press it onto our mouse pad substrate, it's going to be going in the right position. Okay. So at this point, there's nothing left to do. We're just going to go ahead and click on Continue in the bottom right corner. And we're going to send this to our printer here. So it's looking for my cutting machine. You can see it's connected to my maker. And we're going to send to printer. And we're going to change the printer to my Epson Workforce 7720. And we only want one copy. I'm going to remove the bleed because I don't need that excess ink. I'm going to choose System Dialog so that I can use my own print, set up my own printing here. All right, and you always want to make sure that you do click on if you have more than one printer, which I do. So I want to make sure that I reselect the Epson Workforce 7720. I'm going to go to my preferences, and I want to make sure that my quality, I'm going to click on more, and I'm going to move that over to quality. And I'm also going to go to more, and I'm going to take this off of high speed. And so we have this on, I want to put it in paper cassette 1. It's 8.5 by 11. This is plain bright paper. We've already changed our quality to high there, and that's pretty much it. So I'm going to go ahead and hit OK and print. And then we're going to allow the printer to print our image. So again, it is printing out on A-Sub 8.5 by 11-inch paper. So we're going to give that a minute to print out. Again, we're going to sublimate this between 45 and 75 seconds at 400 degrees on medium pressure for the mouse pad. If you happen to forget what settings it should be for your heat press, if you're using the A-Sub bundle, then you can refer to the A-Sub bundle. The back of the bundle kit should help you out. But if you're using a different substrate, then you want to refer to that supplier's information. All right, we're almost done here. This A-Sub paper is really thick and it's really good quality. All right, almost done. I know I keep saying that, but really we're almost done here with the print. Oh God, this is beautiful. Oh my God, it is beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so I have it printed out here and I'm going to end here and I'm going to bring it up on the camera so you can see it. All right, guys, here's the image. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at those colors. Now, they look kind of dull here, but trust me, they're going to pop. I just know it. So I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut this out. You do not, when you're using Cricut Design Space print, you want to make sure that you do not leave this in your project because this will become a part of your project. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut around to get that out of there. And I'm just doing a rough cut. It does not have to be perfect, guys. And you do want to kind of let your ink dry a little bit. Sometimes you end up with like a little black ink and you're like, where did that come from? And it's because you didn't allow your ink to, you know, kind of get a little dry there. Normally about like 1 minute for it to dry. But this is now my image. And those colors, it all prints out beautifully. Look how beautiful that is. And this is just the dull look because we haven't even applied heat yet. So can you imagine what this is going to look like, guys? I absolutely love A-Sub. All right, so when we get ready to put this on our mouse pad, again, we're going to use medium pressure. We're going to heat press it for 45 to 75 seconds. I can tell you now I'm probably going to go 75. I use heat tape to hold my image in place because I don't want to end up with any type of ghosting. So when I get ready to put this on the mouse pad, it's going to go face down like that, okay? Face down like that. And you'll see it here in a minute. And at 400 degrees. So that's what we're going to do. So get ready to join me at the heat press so we can go ahead and get this done. Um, a couple of things I want to tell you is you're going to need heat tape. I use a Teflon sheet to protect my heat press, and that's pretty much it. All right. All right, let's get started on it. Okay, let's make sure it didn't move here. Put that back down. 1 second. All right, guys, here we go. So I'm gonna let this go. When we get about 5 seconds in, I'll bring you back. All right, we got about 6 seconds. All right. All right, so you want to be careful because at this point it's super hot. So please be careful. I don't have my heat gloves on, but we're going to remove our Teflon sheet. And then we're going to remove our image here. And look how beautiful that is. Look how gorgeous that turned out, guys. It is absolutely beautiful. And I hope you guys can see the colors are very vibrant. Okay, that is the mouse pad. God says you are strong, lovely, beautiful, forgiven, protected. So the colors came out very nicely. Give me 1 second to get my back in my chair here. And I'll hold it up for you. So it's very hot, so I'm trying to be careful. But look how beautiful that turned out. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Those colors are truly popping. Now, I'm going to be placing a link in the description if you would like to purchase this kit. Right now, you can get a discount if you use my code from the description here. You can get this entire kit for $39.99, guys, which is a steal. It's going to, again, include your needles, your ink, your A-Sub paper in the size of 8.5 by 11. It came with the mouse pad, your instructions, everything is there. All you'll need is your image and your heat press and your printer. That is it, and that is all. And you guys, I showed you the entire process of how to put your ink in when you're changing from one brand of sublimation ink to another. Oh my God, I'm loving how vibrant these colors are. Her skin is so chocolatey and so pretty. So I showed you how to do that. And then we sized our image in Cricut Design Space, got all that done. And let me cut this heat press off. Yeah, this heat press off. Give me 1 second here. So I can get to it, to the button over here, because this baby is hot. There we go. I'm going to melt. But I'm going to put the link for you in here if you would like to purchase this kit. Again, the entire kit is $39.99 if you use my link in the description. And you can also go to their website, to the A-Sub website, and you'll see a lot of their other products that they have there as well. So if you have any questions, chime in the comments and let me know. I'm so glad to be back and able to create tutorials again for you guys. There we go. Don't want to burn my phone. My phone was kind of close to the heat press there. But I want to be able to get back at it with creating tutorials for you guys on how to create these great projects. Okay. So again, use the link in the description if you would like to get a discount. And I'll link it and put the code information in the description. And guys, grab these bundles up. Christmas time is coming, and just think of all the great projects that you can complete with this bundle set. Okay. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. And you guys know my motto is each one reach one, so that each one can teach one. And you guys have a great day. Bye.